Welcome to the Auto Lust YouTube channel, and if you're new here, I'm currently working on my 1200 horsepower capable, soon to be hopefully 1200 horsepower BMW X6M, and I'm gonna give you a full breakdown of everything I got done to this car, because a lot of people have been asking, have you done this yet? Have you done that yet? And trust me, most of the things that you can come up with, I've already done, including a lot of stuff that you will never think of. So I'm gonna give you a full breakdown on this car.
Perfect.
Alright gang, so it's the next day. I found the perfect quiet spot. It's on the side of a road, but everything else is pretty much, you know, it's a development that they didn't do, so I like coming back here filming a little bit. So this the list. As you can see, it's a lot of stuff on that list, you know, and I don't have like any like stuff that nobody cares about on here, like who cares about that mod. So all of these mods gonna be mods that you care about doing or you may want to do. So we're gonna try to go down the list. You know, I tried to put it in order as possible, but I mean, it is what it is. So let's get started. So I'm gonna pop this hood real quick. So, all right, if you never seen this engine bay, you already know it look crazy right off bat. Give you a little overlook of the engine bay, and I'm gonna tell you why that look like that also if you don't know. But let's get started with these mods. This the most highly modified BMW X6M in the United States, or probably even the world. That I can guarantee you. So first on the list, I bought the car with about 50,000 miles last year, February sometime, and I built the engine and transmission at around right around 60,000 miles. So I put about 10,000 miles on it, and then we built the engine and transmission. And first and foremost, we did the 90-degree thermostat and oil cooler valve. And what that does is it keeps the engine a lot cooler, so the car won't pull timing. And what the oil cooler valve does is, this is the oil cooler down here in this bottom corner here. It reroutes the oil so it goes directly through the filter and directly to the oil cooler without having to wait for a thermostat or a temperature controlled thermostat spring to open up and let the bypass valve open to let the oil go through. It free flows the oil directly to the through the thermostat and to the oil cooler as soon as it opens, as soon as you crank the car up. You know, so I did those two mods. The second is H-beam rods from FCP. Those are 1,200 foot-pounds of torque rated rods, and those are in the engine as well as ACL rod bearings. Next is Pure Stage 2 turbos. As you can see right there, those are upgraded turbos. That's why they look brand new. I did those. If you look over here at that fuel pump right there, you see the fuel line going to that pump. Those are 2020 BMW M5, the new F90 M5 fuel pumps. You can't really see that one because the vacuum canister is over it. I did that. In the rear here, I'm gonna pop the rear for you as well. Hold on.
Perfect.
In the rear, you can't really see it, but well, you can see my methanol injection. I have methanol injection, and that's a custom kit. It's about 3 different manufacturers put together. I bought all the best pieces from each manufacturer and put them together in one kit. But up under this seat here, I have a custom Precision Raceworks hybrid 525 Hellcat from Walbro fuel pump, and it's located in that side of the tank under this seat. So I have an upgraded low pressure and high pressure fuel pumps. Back to the front here, because that's how the list is. I have the F10, M5, or F12, 13, and F06 intercoolers, custom done for this car, custom charge pipes and everything to make them fit, custom hose wiring, everything was done custom. RK carbon fiber intakes, as you can see, on both sides, and those go into the grill. Okay, next I have a custom interchiller for the intercoolers on this truck. It'll be going right in front of that crash bar, and that will use AC refrigerant to cool off the fluid in the intercooler. So it should be ice on these intercoolers, as well as a custom built ice tank I have for the interchiller to have reserve fluid for the racetrack. So I'm getting 30 below temperatures, intake temperatures, through the whole quarter-mile run. The fans just turned off, so that's perfect. You can hear me a little better in here. Okay, what's next? I already told you about that. Okay, I have a Vargas Turbo Technology crankcase breather, and everything I'm listing and showing you guys, I'm gonna have a link to me installing it, or the link to the actual part in the description of this video, so you can build your engine exactly the same way I built mine, full mods. Okay, and I'm gonna upload the literature for what this does down in the description, because you're gonna want to put this on your BMW. All right, next I have a Hellraiser Performance built transmission. I have a 1200 horsepower capable transmission, and it has upgraded Rabesto GPZ clutches in it, 300 plus stall torque converter. So the torque converter and the transmission has been fully upgraded. Coming back to the back, they're not on there yet. This is the only thing I'm waiting on, other than getting my interchiller installed, is the rear axles. So I'm gonna have drive shaft shot rear axles on this car, and those rear axles are rated at about 1200 horsepower. So 1200 horsepower rear axles are going on this car as well. Okay, so let's get to the XHP flash tune. On the transmission, I'm currently running an XHP flash tune, and I think I have it set at stage 3, but I have the line pressure mod off, because I don't need a line pressure boost, because I have upgraded clutches in my transmission. So if you got a built transmission, turn the line pressure boost off on the XHP transmission flash. But I do have the custom launch control set. All right, next it's I don't know if you guys can see it, but the entire exhaust, which you probably can't see it, is straight pipe, 3-inch all the way back, from the downpipes all the way back. So I'm gonna try to show you, well, I can't get up under there, but I'll give you a little screenshot right here what it looks like. That's what the exhaust look like, straight pipe exhaust. My downpipes are made by VRSF. I'm gonna have a link for those in the description as well, and they're titanium wrap, titanium heat wrap from DEI, and the header turbos, the turbo headers up under the turbos that go to each head of the engine, those are also DEI titanium wrap. Okay, next we getting down the list, gang. We getting down the list. Custom carbon fiber interior bits. I'm gonna show you what all I did custom on the interior. Most of the doors, they came with carbon fiber already. The dashboard came with carbon fiber, but what I did myself is this center console is OEM BMW carbon fiber, but it doesn't come in the car, you gotta buy it. I did this shift knob as well from BMW, and the steering wheel, and I'm gonna have a link for the steering wheel as well, and I put an M horn button in there. So but everything else is carbon fiber as well, the back doors. So we're gonna close that. What's next on the list? Carbon fiber interior, my carbon fiber aero kit, plus exhaust tips. That's the whole front splitter, all the way down to the side skirt. Wrap around here, then it has this piece here on both sides, rear quarter, and then a really aggressive looking rear diffuser, as well as carbon exhaust tips, carbon fiber M exhaust tips. You know, and I'm going to be adding a X pipe to the exhaust because it's a little too raspy, so that X pipe will help calm it down a little. I also have H&R lowering springs and links, the lowering springs up front and the links in the rear, and that's what gives it this stance here, this lowered stance. And that's by H&R. I'm gonna have a link for that down in the description. And the wheels are ASANTI Corona 10.5, and I have those squared up all the way around, so that's 10.5 all the way around, and they're wrapped in Mickey Thompson MT Street SS's. And the tire size on this one is a 275 40/20, and that's because the 305s were out of stock. So I'm going to be taking these 275s off and going 305s in the future, you know, just to, you know, get a little bit more meat on the rim, because these tires are actually kind of skinny for 10.5 wheels, and that's why you can see the rim sticks out just a little. You know, so I definitely want to put some wider tires, but I needed the grip, you know, to test the car at the track, you know, to get the best times possible. Yeah, but that's all of the mods I have done to this car. Literally everything has been touched. Everything is fully built. Once those rear axles, and I might do a custom drive shaft too. You know, I'm talking to my buddy Dent Pro Tony about a custom drive shaft, so that might come or it might not. It all depends on what I want to do with this BMW and the other BMW. So I might do that and then I might not. But those are all the mods. You know, I would give you guys a price on what I paid for everything, including the engine, transmission, and what I'm doing to the rear end, you know, but that's not tasteful at all. So if you guys have any question about any particular mod, what I paid, I'll give you the price on that, you know, down in the comments, or you can hit me up on IG or Facebook and we can talk about that then. But yeah, gang, I really appreciate all your support. For all the new subscribers that are here that weren't here when I first bought this car, you guys are coming at the best time, because this car is almost done and I'm going for the quarter-mile record for the BMW SUV. So like, share, and subscribe, and Auto Let's Stop.